Now, contrary to popular belief, landlords aren't who you should be worrying about, or at least not your regular landlord. You see, a good landlord just wants to get paid, get their rent, maintain that home, and then hope to see that investment grow over time. And before you shout in the comments and scream about the bad ones, listen, I'm against them too, but there's good and bad in all walks of life, including tenants. But that's not why we're here, guys, because there's a bigger problem out there, a bigger evil, shall we say. Something we should all be a lot more worried about when it comes to property investing, or just property as a whole across the UK market. And that, my friends, is the IBs. And I don't mean IBS. Let's roll that intro. So friends, what is IBs? The acronym I literally just made up a few moments ago for no reason. It's actually institutional buyers. And these are the biggest threat, or at least risk, to property investors and landlords right now, in my personal opinion. And it could even be a problem for the average tenant if we aren't careful. You see, it's easy to drive accidental landlords out of the market, or those with small portfolios, by doing what we are seeing now. Writing such white papers like we see here about Section 21, removing more powers from the hands of landlords into tenants. Section 24, which is obviously now in full force. Then you got the increasing of interest rates, then making further legislation to EPCs to improve them by 2025, and just a whole array of other things that really make buy-to-let properties seem a lot less appealing as an investment than it was once upon a time. Now, the tenants amongst you will be laughing and thinking, well, that's great news, isn't it? But is it really? You see, just this year alone, we have seen institutional investment into the housing market increase by 65%. And there was a survey done on 54 institutional investors who all stated that they plan to invest 16.5 billion into the residential property this year. That's billion, my friends. And their optimism about the market, stating that residential investment sector has proven itself to be resilient in uncertain economic conditions, and it provides a secure income, is why they are now likely ramping up their pace into buying these types of properties. Now, buying property, as many of you know, my friends, is hard for all of us. Well, most of us. It certainly has been for myself, and it continues to be. I'm just a normal person like you guys out there, but I don't see it getting any easier, if I'm being completely honest with you. And we are now going to see larger players enter the game who could benefit from economies of scale. They also have a lot more money, they're going to get more favorable rates, and they'll just be able to breathe above water for a short term to see the average landlord need to sell up because they're drowning. Now, I could be totally missing a trick here, so throw some comments down below if you feel I've completely missed the ball here to educate me where you may have more information, but I'm a little worried. And another interesting stat was that the build to rent sector is expected to grow by 80.8% in the next 5 years. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to knowing everything. I am, my friends, a normal guy, as I just mentioned, who invests, makes a lot of mistakes. There's a few things right, and shares that on this channel. But for me, something just doesn't feel right in my gut. Because even if you think about a potential property crash or a correction, as some of you like to say, is this now the perfect time for normal people who may have a property or two to exit and then allow larger organizations to jump in, who, let's be honest, won't leave because of a few EPC laws or tighter regulations? That, my friends, remains to be seen. But if there's anything just as scarce as valuable as Bitcoin, for the crypto lovers watching this, it's definitely land. And organizations like Lloyd's, who are aiming for 50,000 rentals by 2030, leapfrogging companies like Granger, who already have 9,000 properties, this is going to be a watch this space moment. And speaking of moments, my friends, now is probably the moment, especially if you made it this far, to smash that like button, as it certainly helps this channel out, and I truly, truly appreciate it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, my friends. And once again, thanks for watching.